Namaste, namaste, namaste.
Buddhism, when Siddhārtha, the royal king, yeah, he was a king. He had everything, like princess and power, money, everything. Then he was living a luxurious life, right? Like any king and prince. But he didn't feel that much inner happy and satisfaction, you know. Yeah, I have money, I have power, I'm always surrounded with the princess, but I'm not happy. Inside something is missing. I want that. Father, I don't want more princess, I don't want more wealth, I don't want more power, nothing. I want something happiness, real happiness, pure happiness, that won't change. Because right now I'm happy, tomorrow not happy, my happiness is changing. So he was looking for that permanent kind of happiness. Then he left the palace and he went to jungle. And he sought many masters. Okay, of course he learned many things. And finally, you know, through the meditation, he attained what we call the fully enlightenment, Buddhahood, you know. Then he was very happy. This is the one, something I was looking for, you know. Then he was born in Lumbini in Nepal kingdom. Then he meditated in India. He attained the Buddhahood in Bodh Gaya. Then in Sarnath and in many places he gave teachings, you know, Buddhist teachings. And at that time, Nalanda Monastery was one of the biggest universities for monks and also other students, and many students from Mongolia, Persia and many countries, Tibet, they used to come, scholars. And slowly Hinayana Theravada tradition Buddhist spread in the Asia, like Thailand, Sri Lanka, Burma, and the Mahayana in China, in Japan, and slowly went to Tibet. You know, if today Buddhism is preserved in a complete way, it's in the Mahayana Buddhist, Tibetan Buddhist tradition. So then comes the Buddha, Guru Rinpoche, the Tantric master. And in Buddhism, we classify 4 traditions: Nyingma tradition, Kajupa tradition, Gelugpa tradition, Sajap tradition. And we belong to the lineage of the Nyingma tradition. And in this lineage, Guru Rinpoche is the man, our main object of devotion, main guru, you know. He was considered as Tantric master. He went to Tibet. At that time, Tibet was completely rampage country. We believed that a lot of phantoms, wild, you know. He pacified everything, and he made the place and the people convenient to receive Dharma. Then the then Tibet king, Gyabo Sonzen Gampo, Trisong Delsen, and others invited many Indian scholars, masters like Kamala Shila, Shanti Rakshita, and many more, Atisha from Bengal, many more masters to establish Buddhism, Mahayana Bajracharya Buddhism. So till today, this tradition is preserved, you know. And in our tradition of Tamang caste, we always, these are like, in Buddhism we use butter lamp.
Okay.
Traditional, we put the butter, you know, and it symbolizes the light of wisdom, you know. because of ignorance, hatred, desire, attachment, so much negative emotions. It makes us suffer in this life. You know, so much of physical suffering, mental suffering, because we are in the total, absolute darkness, dark side, ignorance. So this is called light of wisdom. When we light, it slowly and slowly, eliminates the darkness. So this is the symbol of light, wisdom.
In Tibetan language or Nepali?
Chume. This is Chume.
Shume.
Chume, yeah. Lamp of Dharma.
This is we call the mandala.
Okay.
Mandala means circle designing painting, where it exists in many kind of meanings. Among them, have a look. This we call the mantra. It's called the mantra of the mandala. Let's have a look in the lotus. Lotus means symbol of the purity. This is a circle of the wisdom, and this is Om Mane Pema Hung is a mantra of compassion. In the center is the Om, right? Om is composition of the A-U-Yam Om. A-U-Yam Om. That means mind, speech, body. This kind of mantra recite to balance the mind, speech, body. That means because according to the ancient philosophy, human being can be mistaken or wrong by three ways. One is the mind by thinking, speech by saying, body by doing. To balance them, we recite the Om or Om Mane Padme Hum. This is a mantra of compassion. Compassion means unconditional love for all the sentient beings. Not only human being, not only you, not only me, all the sentient beings. Without condition or unconditional love is we call the compassion. Om Mane Pema Hung, or while we pray the many have a look in the prayer flag also in the Buddha. There is also reciting the same meaning. Om Mane Padme Hum.
Myself, Acharya Tupten Tamang Gising. So, under the guidance of KHEN Rinpoche, we established this new meditation hall. Actually, for Buddhist practice, Buddhist science, and Buddhist philosophy. Actually, we want to serve the remote area, village people. So, especially we focus on the education, especially at the remote area, and also the health sector. So, in village area, in especially Tamang community, so lack of hygiene, lack of basic knowledge, we are still facing problem. And the education, it's still the 21st century. The literacy rate is still very down. So we are trying to provide good education, good health, and also we want to spread the secular ethics. So love, compassion, and humanity, not only this country, but all over the whole. Our main aim and goal is this much. So thank you for short introductions of this, our new foundation.
Thank you.
Football, when they play football, they participate in sports and physical things, and they forget their daily stress, and they forget, alcohols and drugs. Otherwise, too many youngs are going into alcoholism, excessive of alcohol and drugs, and it completely spoiled their life. So we want them to come here, play, physically evacuate with stress, and then we prepare them mentally there. We have a yoga and meditation hall. We train them mentally. After we need some help. These are the traditional offering of water. After, depending on the days, we offer fruits, flowers, and elaborate offerings. These are just daily simple. This is Tibetan text,
Okay.
Buddhist text of daily prayers.
Amazing.
We have daily prayers.
Amazing.
Buddha Manjushri for wisdom. These are the contents in Tibetan letter. Like we have so many texts, prayers.
Wow.
Like how we should one. All are different texts.
This is beautiful.
Tak tu tambe chöda midal shin rangshin to nyin jogbe tharshin ne chönga dobe jigden zabar sho sangye temba tharshin gebar sho may Buddha Dharma prevail in our planet. Simje tamje deshin kibar sho may all sentient beings obtain the happiness and peace. Ninda sindu chöla chobar sho may I be able to engage in spiritual dharma practices. Rangshin Tönyi Hunji Dubarshu may I be able to accomplish the well-being of all other sentient beings. These are Mahayana thoughts, altruistic thoughts.
Yes.
All texts.
Amazing.
So according to the prayers, we give to the public, they can recite.
Okay.
The meditation, like Chiwa Mida, Namchi Neme, Chiwis Chugima, Kangi Mibima, Chigema, Sugen, Chicken the door. Chiwa Mida's life is impermanence. There's no permanent life for anyone. Life is impermanent. Namchi Neme, and then the time of death is not fixed. We can die any time. At the time of the death, only spiritual power, practice can help us. There are so many causes for our death, and there are very less causes for our survival. Sometimes even those causes and conditions which are favorable for our life, for our survival, but they become, adverse conditions for our life. Like, for example, car. A car we buy, we work so hard, we buy a car. Normally it's for our happiness, for our comfortable, for our happiness. But when there is car accident, then people die. So this object of happiness became cause of our death. So there are so many, like food is for our survival. But sometimes we take food which is, which contains some poison. So we die like this, Sometimes even our favorable conditions for life and for our survival, they become, the causes, conditions of our death. So in meditation, what is important is to understand that life is impermanent. We can die anytime. So during your survival, it is very important that you live a beautiful life, you live a happy life, you live a peaceful life, you live a joyful life, and do your maximum to help others. And at the worst case, if you cannot help others and don't harm others, don't hurt others, this is the basic principle of Buddha. Jojo Semjo Rinpoche, Magi Abandam Gejoji, Kewa Nyamba Membaya, Kone Gondo, Bewarajo, Kewa Gundu Yanda Lama, Natame, Shigi, Bella Longeji, Sada Lamge, Yunde Rabjon, Doji Shangi, Goba Nirdo. Educated, uneducated, religious, whatever, doesn't matter. At the end of the life, everyone has to go with empty hand. We cannot bring anything. So when we see this, it helps us to practice detachment.
Detachment,
Yeah. Detachment from many things. Human mind is with so much of desire, always want so many things. Actually, we don't need so much of things, We can have little things and be happy, because this is the end of our life. Life and death both together. No one can escape death.